What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about MoonWell today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it, okay? It is the 1st of May. It's a brand new month today. We have about 8 hours, 15 minutes left in this day here. We're sitting at about 3.2 cents, just below there, up 6% today. We've only just begun this movement up, right? We've only just begun to break out of this downtrend, and we're looking like we have a lot more to go. So while it's been fun right now, while we're in good shape, finding a double bottom here, breaking out of your downtrend, I don't think that you're anywhere near the end of this, right? I mean, from a low to a high so far, you're up 112%. Yeah, I think you got a lot of growth to go. Looking at the overbought zone here, looking at the RSI in the overbought zone, coming down, finding support around this area, and then coming back into the overbought zone. That's actually a very killer signal, you guys. It's a very positive, very bullish kind of environment to be in. And it wouldn't surprise me if we saw a continuation of this movement here. As you get into the overbought zone, out of it, into it again, out of it, into it again, you tend to produce stronger movements. So I'm having a hard time deciding where I should be measuring from, because when I say stronger movements, I don't necessarily mean, I mean, it could be this, but I don't necessarily mean this from a low to a high. Overall 109%. That doesn't mean that just because we're getting overbought now that we have to see we have to see something bigger than this. All I'm trying to say is that if we look back at the recent days, here that was 18% day. This was a 19% day. My assumption would be that if we're getting back into the overbought zone, we will have a day coming up here pretty soon within the next week that is probably larger than either of those days, if not comparable. So another 20% pump or more is probably on its way. If we take this from a high here to relative low, high to low, you're consolidating. Man, this is super bullish. Wow. Yeah, consolidating right below the 1272 like this is great. Oftentimes with this kind of maneuver, you find resistance here, you'll go back to your 786 and bounce from there, or at least your 886 100 area. Even in like bullish environments, you would pull back to this zone, right? But you're not even doing that. You're just consolidating right below. Oftentimes, mark my words, it's been a while since I've seen this kind of formation, honestly. They used to be more common last cycle, but I've only seen it really with Bitcoin this cycle. But anyways, getting away from that, with this kind of formation, oftentimes you do, and when I say oftentimes, I can't think of one example where we didn't see this. You just rip all the way up to the golden ratio. So you don't stop here, you don't stop there, you don't stop in between. You're going to the golden ratio. That's final. So you're at 3.17 cents now. It wouldn't surprise me if you saw an abrupt move from here that took you up about another 26%. Maybe by tomorrow, man. Maybe by tomorrow you're there. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If today closes the way that it is now, if you're getting volume, and let's make sure that you are getting volume here. You are. You're getting about average volume, and you got 8 hours left in the day, so above average volume on this bullish engulfing candle, breakout candle. Yeah, looks good. Good. So high to low here. Really wouldn't surprise me if we saw 4 cents, just above 4 cents. And the thing is, with this kind of endeavor, it's not that you just rip right up to the golden ratio and you stop there, but oftentimes this consolidation, you actually do go through the golden ratio and you actually take it a step further. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. How high does this thing take you? I don't know. Something between 4 cents to 5 cents is my guess. I like that 4 cent area, if we're being honest. This is probably a relative bull flag here, from relative low to relative high. I don't know. Is this the flagpole or is this the flagpole? I don't know. So I'm just going to take this low to high here and just assume that that's the flagpole. If it is, then your measure move would basically take you right to that golden ratio. Yeah, I like that 4 cent target area. Let's see if we can come up with anything else that agrees with this zone here. Okay, we're going to put a 1618 extension there. We're going to put the 200 here. That's kind of your zone of expectations over the coming week, over the coming weeks even. Weekly time frame here. Back in October of 2024, high there to the low there. All right, keep this in mind, you guys. You get listed on Coinbase, you might pump a little bit, but you're going to dump. You're going to dump. It's going to dump on you hard, man. So the top of that range that we have identified is actually the golden ratio of this overall fib range. The bottom of that range is the next fib target there at the 0.5. I can see that happening. In all fairness, consolidating like this right below the 382 is oftentimes a prime setup to go to the golden ratio zone, which if we delete this here, right, delete that, that's your golden ratio zone. We could go there. Maybe MoonWell's due for something bigger. Maybe I'm not bullish enough, guys. I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get something with some without the volume now. We want the historical data. Let's see. Hold on. I mean, maybe, man. Maybe you are primed and ready. Who knows? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Maybe I'm not bullish enough. I wouldn't be surprised if you found some turbulence. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Around like 4 cents, just around there. It wouldn't surprise me. But I think you are on a path higher. 5.2 cents to 6 cents. I think that's where you're going to go, MoonWell. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I would expect over the coming weeks, maybe by the end of next week, not by the end of this week. It could happen by the end of this week, but I don't know. Three days left to move up that much. It's not like asking the world, but let's just see. I mean, from here, 3 days time to move up 60 to 90%. It could happen. I mean, this is crypto, man. It could happen. It could happen by the end of today. You never know when you get those crazy pumps. But I think by the end of next week, you really could be up here, man. By the what would that be? What would that be next week? Let me look at the calendar here. By the 11th, yeah, before mid, be surprised you're 5.2 to 6 cents. Absolutely, yeah, you're looking pretty bullish, man. I like where you are on the weekly RSI. Looks really good, bouncing from the same areas that you bounced from before when you went just on a straight terror to the upside. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but really what you've been doing is consolidating over the past year now. Since March of 2024, you've been consolidating. And I would assume that with this movement, you're going to break out of this consolidation phase. You're going to break free, which implies that this move will be stronger, bigger, faster than our last move. So comparing it directly is not the way to go, right? If we compare it directly, I think from a low to a high, one would expect maybe something on the lines of, like 17 cents or so. I think you're setting yourself up for too shy of a price action there. Price target, my bad. From a high to a low here, you didn't even hit the 1272 there. From a high to a low here, I would expect not only do you hit the 1272, but you probably go above that. 3 cents now, 19 cents is the minimum, 19.5 cents is the minimum target, right? We're talking about a 6x from here. You're already up 100% from your low. Still got 500% to go, and that's the minimum. You could be moving all the way up MoonWell. You could be seeing a 40-cent price target. I want to see, what's your market cap like? What are we doing here? Let's get you here. Hold on. Well, pretty low market cap. Is this right? Is this the right one? MoonWell? 3.1 cents. Yeah, that's the right one. I thought this market cap was higher, but that's fine. That's okay. Self-reported, right? Whatever, self-reported circulation. Be aware of what you're investing in. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. When you see this kind of stuff, it's not condemning, but just be aware of what you're investing in. Make sure that you're not investing in a Ponzi scheme. If you can't find, and not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you do invest in something, you should probably be aware of the tokenomics. What that implies, what that entails is you should be aware of what the circulating supply is, what the maximum supply is, what the tokenomics, the token unlocks will be, how much is it inflating by, what's the dilution pressure there, and any unlocks that could happen in the future. You should be aware of all these things. So before you invest, make sure that you do that. But getting away from that now, getting ahead here, we're at about 4.6 of our market caps, total value in 24-hour volume. Pretty low market cap here at 106 million. Moving up with a somewhat of a purpose today. So I would like to see more volume, but to be fair, we're not really, this is a breakout candle, but we're not really away from this zone yet. I would say that volume isn't essential until we get above 3.25 cents. We're at 3.17 cents now. So maybe it'll come in as you move higher. MoonWell, because you're at such a low market cap, I wouldn't be surprised at all if you saw something around 40 cents. Maybe you even go above that. Maybe you see something of like a 20x from here. I don't know if you see that personally, but 67 cents, 84 cents, maybe even $1 is possible. Again, the reason why we were at least considering these higher targets is because you've been consolidating for a year, and I think that you've got some aggression to let loose. So minimum expectation to me, I don't even think you stopped there. 19.5 cents, 40 cents, that's a very possible target area. And then 67 to 84 cents, we can consider that as a possibility, but don't count on it. Don't hold your breath over it. Anything above that would probably just have to wait until later in this cycle. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Make sure you do your own research. You know what you're investing in. You have convictions beyond just, oh, the price could go up this high. No, you need convictions. You need to be able to, and not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I haven't invested in MoonWell personally. I have not invested in this project because, if I remember correctly, it's been some time. It's probably been like a year, but I was unable to find all the things that I was looking for as far as tokenomics goes, and that's fine. There's plenty of projects that are quote unquote legit that are successful, multi-billion-dollar projects, and they're not completely transparent with their tokenomics. But why not? Why not? I don't care, right? This thing could go to multiple billions of dollars, tens of billions of dollars one day, and I would not feel bad about not investing into it. Because if I don't know everything about the tokenomics, I'm just doing what's right by me. I need to be secure. So I think any protocol out there should be transparent with their tokenomics. I think that's a standard that they all should have personally. But if you're looking to get into this thing, I think that it does have a lot of potential. I think that it will grow. And I'm just being honest with the charts here. What I'm seeing is it looks like you are about to rip. I think that you are. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor here. 3.1 cents now. 5 cents, 6 cents, 7 cents in a very short amount of time. I wouldn't be surprised if you're above 5.2 cents within the next 2 weeks. I got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.